Hey guys, what's going on? It's Rekt Capital and welcome back to this YouTube channel. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. We're going to be talking about the Bitcoin monthly retest that we see here on this chart. We're going to be talking about the S&P 500 almost revisiting the old all-time highs from around a year ago, and we'll also be talking about the crypto total market cap that we could see break and even extend to 10% or even 23%. We'll be talking about that and a lot more. Let's dive right into this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future, and let's dive right in. So Bitcoin has broken beyond a multi-month resistance. This black level, 29,250. This is the multi-month resistance that was broken last month, this past June, and now we've overextended beyond that resistance, and now this month in July trying to pull back and retest the same level, multi-month resistance in March, April, May, into a new level of support. And successfully retesting this level as a support would enable Bitcoin to rally into 33,000, maybe even 35,000, because it isn't really quite clear how wide this range is at the moment. So technically Bitcoin is positioning itself for a post-breakout retest attempt, and a successful retest here would confirm further trend continuation. And that's really positive because at the moment, only a few days left until the new monthly candle close, and historically there is scope for some sort of downside wicking during this retest to occur, because we've seen price downside wick many times in the past few months. We've seen this downside wicking here, downside wicking here as well, and most of all here. But generally, as we look to 2023 for some guidance in terms of how much volatility we could see during a volatile retest attempt of 29,250, we can see that out of the past 7 months, 6 out of 7 of those months have seen some downside wicking. That's really interesting to note because downside wicking is where liquidity grabs occur, where bargain buyers step in, where panic sellers capitulate. And we can see that over the past few months, downside wicking is predominantly a major feat, a recurring theme that we see in monthly candles. So I wouldn't be surprised to see such a downside wick occur even in this July candle with only a few days left heading into the new monthly close. So technically Bitcoin is positioned for trend continuation. All it needs to do is now monthly close above 29,250. Doing so would enable price to follow the blue path going forward. And in terms of the S&P 500, we're seeing price, or at least the S&P 500, almost rally to old all-time highs from early or even late 2021, so on the dawn of 2022. So that's quite interesting about how there are many fears of recession and so forth, but we're actually seeing that the S&P 500 is and has been in a stable uptrend for most of this year. We saw a break that wasn't picture perfect of this multi-month diagonal resistance. This macro downtrend has been broken, and a successful retest here, picture perfect. So while the breakout wasn't picture perfect, the retest was. And for the past few months, we've seen an uninterrupted uptrend in the S&P 500. And of course, we are rallying into a resistance area right over here. This is currently a resistance area. So if the S&P 500 doesn't monthly candle close above the top of this box here, so essentially produce an upside wick like we saw here, we could see some downside wicking and a pullback in the S&P 500, but generally this is a major support region. Overall, this being a major support region, so if we fail to make new highs this year, a pullback in the S&P 500 could be a healthy one, especially since we've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months of uninterrupted upside in the S&P 500. So a pullback would be healthy, definitely, but if we monthly close above the top of this box, then we'll probably revisit the old all-time highs. And with that comes a challenge for price discovery. Breaking these old all-time highs could enable new all-time highs for the S&P 500, for the S&P 500 to rally into price discovery. And there is no resistance beyond this old all-time high point. So a price discovery move for the S&P 500 would be really beneficial for traditional markets, but also crypto as well. We've seen that the S&P 500 just moving towards the upside this year. That's been quite beneficial for the crypto markets as well, essentially mirroring this move, even though we've seen healthy pullbacks on the way up to new yearly highs. So the last thing that we're going to talk about in this video is the crypto total market cap. And very simply, this red resistance here, that was a major source of rejection, a point of rejection. This was a major resistance. But since this year, we've seen this same area of resistance now turn into a region of support. What was once a point of rejection is now acting as a point of springboarding, and in these volatile retests of this green region, we've seen a new early stage higher low form. So even if we were to really reject from here, worst case scenario, we'd retest this green area once again and downside wick into this new higher low. However, we've been maintaining these highs for quite a while. It's been a few months just consolidating below these highs, and those highs in question is the 1 trillion.16 metric here. This level has been the point in question. This is the major resistance that the crypto total market cap is trying to break beyond, and we've seen upside wicking twice already, as early as this month and a little bit earlier this year. Upside wicking and FOMO buying in the market. We've seen a lot of altcoin rallies across the market in recent times as well. But what we really want to see for this breakout to occur is a monthly close above this black level, around the psychological region that is the $1 trillion mark here. So monthly close above the black level, that would enable at least a 10% move to the next resistance, which is around this level. So this is around the next immediate resistance in terms of crypto total market cap. But things could even really get more exuberant for a late summer rally and move by 23% to the next major resistance. So this was a resistance, but in a bull cycle. So it was broken quite easily. But at the same time, when crypto total market cap dropped in its retrace, we still saw a lot of downside wicking here for a support test, but that support inevitably formed a little bit higher, and that's at the 23% mark. So breaking above this 1 trillion psychological mark and turning this level into a new support, that would enable a 10% to 23% increase in the total crypto market cap, which means that the market cap as a whole in all of crypto could increase, and as a result, altcoins could be rallying and Bitcoin could be rallying. On the flip side of that, however, we need to give more of a level-headed perspective, in a sense that what if it's going to be Bitcoin season? Because if Bitcoin season starts with this retest and we see a strong climb in Bitcoin's price action for trend continuation after this technical retest, then Bitcoin could pretty much single-handedly carry a 10% increase in the total market cap. It could even carry a 23% increase. Meanwhile, altcoins shed valuations. So it's a really difficult question to answer. Are we going to be seeing an increase in the crypto total market cap as a result of Bitcoin season? Or is the entire crypto market cap going to be growing as a whole? Bitcoin dominance as a useful metric could give us into this more insight, but that's something I've been speaking about in a bit more detail in the Rekt Capital newsletter, so feel free to sign up to that there for a bit more insight into what needs to happen in Bitcoin dominance for altcoins to perform well. But having said that, that's about it for today's video. We've spoken about crypto total market cap, the S&P 500, and Bitcoin's technical retest. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this in the future. Feel free to leave a like if you enjoyed this one, if you'd like to see more content like this going forward. I'm Rekt Capital. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll speak to you in the next one. Speak to you soon.